Welcome to the Tech Playbook, where we dive inside the stack. This is where we explore how products are built, how teams work, and the systems and decisions that power modern technology. When most people hear the words technical writing, they probably picture some dusty, super complicated manual that nobody ever reads. But what if I told you it's actually one of the most powerful and overlooked ways to grow a company? Today, we're going to talk about what technical writing really is, why it's so incredibly effective for SaaS, B2B, and B2C companies, and what goals it helps them crush. Let's pull back the curtain and see how this overlooked skill can become your company's secret weapon.
Okay, to kick things off, let's just start with a number that should make you sit up and pay attention. Industry studies show that a staggering 30 to 50% of users for a software product will just give up and leave during onboarding. Think about that. That's potentially half of your new users gone before they even get started. This is by far the highest risk moment in the entire customer journey. So why? Well, it often comes down to one simple, deadly problem.
And that problem is preventable friction. You know what I'm talking about. It's that confusion, that frustration, those dead ends that users hit when they just can't figure out how to make your product work for them. It's caused by unclear instructions, confusing menus, and, you guessed it, poor documentation. This kind of friction isn't just a minor annoyance. It is a silent revenue killer.
So, let's unpack that a little. Let's really dig into the true cost of all this confusion, because it goes way, way beyond just a few frustrated users. We're talking about direct, measurable damage right to your bottom line.
I want you to think of your business like a bucket you're desperately trying to fill with customers. When your product is confusing, it's like having huge holes in that bucket. Customers just leak right out. That's churn, and it directly drains your revenue. In fact, some studies show that 74%, 3 out of 4 users, will just jump ship to a competitor if onboarding is too difficult. Meanwhile, your support team is completely drowning in tickets for problems that shouldn't even exist. And worst of all, you're breaking the one thing you can't afford to lose, your customers' trust.
All right, so now that we understand just how bad the problem is, let's talk about the solution. How do you plug the leaks in that bucket? Well, this is where technical writing moves from the back room right into the spotlight, not just as a task, but as a core strategic function.
At its heart, this is what technical writing is all about. It's not just about listing features, it's about building a cognitive bridge. Think about that. It's a bridge from the incredible complexity of your product's engineering to the simple, real-world goals of your user. Its entire job is to translate nerdspeak into a clear path so the user can succeed. That's it.
And this is why a technical writer's job is so much more than just writing. They are really user advocates. First, they act like detectives, digging deep to understand the audience's goals and their biggest pain points. Then they have to become a subject matter expert, working with engineers to master the product. After that, they become information architects, structuring everything logically so you can find what you need in seconds. And only then, after all that work, do they actually write, using super precise language to kill any and all confusion. Now, a lot of people get this confused with content writing, but they are totally different animals. Think of it this way. Content writing is like a movie trailer. Its job is to get you excited and persuaded. But technical writing, that's the step-by-step guide that helps you actually set up your home theater system so you can watch the movie. It has one goal: help you complete a task. Its success is measured by one simple question: did the user get it done?
And that core goal is flexible. It has to adapt to totally different audiences. When you're writing for B2B, business to business, the tone is professional and data-driven. It's all about proving ROI and solving big organizational problems. But for B2C, business to consumer, it's got to be way more conversational and relatable. It's focused on personal satisfaction and that aha moment. Same goal, help the user, but a completely different approach.
Okay, so now we get to the part everyone really cares about: the money. Because when you do technical writing the right way, it is not a cost center. It is a powerful engine for growth with a clear, undeniable return on investment. And I'm going to say that again, because this is probably the most important idea in this entire explainer. Viewing documentation as just another expense on a spreadsheet is a huge strategic mistake. Seeing it as a growth engine that powers everything from user success to retention and even new sales, well, that's how the most successful companies in the world operate. And this isn't just some abstract theory. You can see the impact directly in your most important business metrics. When users actually understand your product, they adopt more of its features. When they see that value, your renewal rates go up. And as a result, that customer churn, all those leaks in our bucket, finally starts to get plugged.
The financial return here is just huge, and it comes from all sides. Right away, you slash your support costs because users can help themselves. Onboarding gets way faster, so customers see value sooner. And guess what? Successful, happy customers are much more likely to buy more from you through upsells. And here's the secret bonus. Great public documentation is an absolute magnet for search engines, bringing highly qualified leads right to your doorstep without you lifting a finger.
And look, these aren't just vague, feel-good benefits. These are hard, cold metrics you can and absolutely should be tracking. How long does it take a new customer to get up and running? How many support tickets get escalated to your senior people? What are your customer satisfaction scores looking like? Good documentation moves every single one of these numbers in the right direction.
Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So let's do a really quick check to make sure the main idea has landed. Pop quiz time!
All right, here's the question. What is the primary goal of good technical documentation? Is it A, to list every single product feature in detail, B, to help the user achieve their goal with minimal friction, or C, to use impressive technical jargon to show expertise? Go ahead and write your answer to the question below in the comments. Let's see what you've got.
Okay, did you lock in your answer? The correct answer is, of course, B. It's never ever about creating a massive encyclopedia or trying to sound smart. Great technical writing is laser-focused on one thing and one thing only, reducing friction and helping the user succeed as quickly and painlessly as possible. That's the whole game.
You know, this quote here just summarizes everything perfectly. It says that excellent documentation is more than just a help manual. It's a strategic driver of efficiency, a reducer of risk, and a cornerstone of the modern technological experience. It isn't an afterthought, it's a core asset.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to take back to your team. Take a hard, honest look at your own company's help guides and onboarding flows. Are they a rusty, confusing bridge that your users are afraid to cross? Or are they a growth superhighway, paving a smooth, fast road to success? The answer could define the future of your product. Thanks for tuning into this episode brought to you by the Tech Playbook Inside the Stack. Like, comment, and subscribe for clear, practical tech education. This is the Tech Playbook, and you're inside the stack.